I'm State Representative Ross Hunter. I represent the 48th Legislative District, which is the Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland area, the Points communities, a teeny tiny bit of Issaquah.
So the House and Senate released their operating budget proposals this week, and people expected the news to be bad. How bad is it?
It's awful. When the governor released her budget in November, she was saying that we had to cut $6 billion out of a $30-some billion budget. The reality is we have to cut $9 billion out of the budget because the economy, as you all know, has gotten a lot worse in that time. It's frightening. I'm not sure that we've seen the bottom yet. We're all very, very concerned about it. So for every dollar the governor cut out of her budget, we have to cut $1.60, a 60% increase. So our budget is 60% deeper cuts than her budget was. We did get a fair amount of money from the federal government, but it wasn't enough to deal with those cuts, and it's still one-time money.
So give us a snapshot of what the budget looks like. Where are the biggest impacts?
Well, the biggest impacts they're different between the House and the Senate budget. The House had to eliminate all of the budgets so far, have completely eliminated any raises for anybody, because we didn't think that was an appropriate thing to do in a time when we were going to lay off thousands of employees, which we are. In order to do that, we're going to have to suspend Initiative 732, which is the cost of living increase for teachers. We're going to have to suspend Initiative 728 because our budget actually cuts about half of that. Our budget is the best budget for K-12 so far between the House and the Senate. The Senate eliminates almost all of it. The Senate, though, does a little bit better on higher ed. I think they only cut 20%, and we probably cut 25%. The higher ed budgets. We'll make some of that back up with tuition increases. Our state has relatively low tuition compared to other states, and losing about the ability for 10,000 kids to attend college is, we got to think about, is that worth another $300 a year? These are all terrible trade-offs. This is a Hobbesian choice. The cuts in health and human services are, I don't know if I'd say devastating, but they're pretty bad. We'll lose a lot of the things people have worked hard for. We have a system that helps provide subsidized health care for low-income working people, and we've eliminated at least half of that. We may have to eliminate more of it. We're cutting into some of the services for our most disadvantaged people, some of the people who have developmental disabilities. I'm very concerned about some of the cuts there. We're looking at cuts in reimbursement rates to nursing homes. Our pharmacies are so concerned about cuts to the Medicaid reimbursements that we give to pharmacies that many of them are saying that they're not going to take Medicaid. What you see behind me is a horde of lobbyists who are all sort of working outside the door of the House chamber, trying to get their little piece put back in. And it's really hard. It's just really hard to figure out what we should do, what is the right balanced set of things to do, and you're going to hear us arguing about this for the next couple of weeks.
So as the House and Senate hammer out the details, what are other things that you think the legislature needs to accomplish before you leave town on the 26th?
Well, one of the things that I think we need to do is we need to look at what's going to happen when we come out of this. We are going to come out of this recession, we always do. This one will probably be a little longer than most, but we will definitely come out. And I want to make sure that when we come out, we have a plan for how we are going to increase our education spending so that we don't just backfill all the existing cuts, but we go in and we really are smart about how we do it. And that's why I'm wearing this It's Basic sticker to really reinforce in people's minds our basic education funding task force report and our proposal for revamping school funding this year. It's a key thing that we need to do, and there are 1 million kids in the state of Washington who are going to have higher class sizes this year and thousands fewer teachers, and we need to make sure that we have a plan coming out of this that actually makes that better and smarter. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you the next time I do one of these.